we got the Road Ahead blog, and it's a little bit underwhelming. And it's funny thing about that is last night I went to bed thinking, well, of course we're going to get light side territory battles. That's fine. I get that. That's going to be a 100% certainty thing. But I wonder if they're going to come out with something like Red Stars like they have in Marvel Strike Force. And they look like they're going to have some sort of new way of progressing our characters to do with like Vader's helmet or Yoda's staff, something like that. We're going to read that. But there are some subtle hidden things in this post that lead us to things like this and this and this. I'm pretty excited about it. Before we do that, we got to talk about audibletrial.com/MobileGamer, sponsored by Audible Trial. This is basically a place to get audiobooks. You get a 1-month trial, and I've been doing this for 2 months now. And the cool thing is that you get like a credit every single month. And just yesterday, I started on the brand new Thrawn book, which is kind of a big deal. Link is down in the description. This book just came out here on the 23rd. You might have to type it in manually. So it's audibletrial.com/MobileGamer, or maybe you have to cut paste it. Some people said when they clicked on it, disappeared. But let's get to the Road Ahead. And this Road Ahead was written by CG Top Hat, or some people know him as Nick. It's time again for another Road Ahead. As CG Eric mentioned last week, I'll be taking over writing the Road Ahead. Plus, if you haven't seen my name pop up before, I'm the live producer. Live operation team is responsible for the day-to-day operations of the game. We introduce new characters, ships, and events. I'm really excited to talk about what's coming next. I've had some interactions with Top Hat. I think he's a fantastic guy, has a lot of passion for the game, very smart, kind of the brains of a lot of things. I remember when they were presenting the new Sith raid, which is very exciting. He was one of the people there. With that said, let's step into the cantina and see what the future has in store for the next few months. The battle rages on. Now, I think the reason why this is underwhelming is because we kind of already knew that we're going to get a light side territory battles. And it's not really a new game mode. It's just a reskin. Grand Arena Championship is not a new game mode. Geonosis territory battles, which I do like, is not a new game mode. And this is just basically a reskin of existing content in the game. The battle rages on. It's been a few weeks since the Severus Might landed, and we've already seen guilds do some incredible things. Team Instinct, woo! Warriors Guild, Mighty Chlorians. I'm a part of Mighty Chlorians. MC Strong. We're the first guilds to get at least 30 stars. Now, my guild did not get 30 stars because there's a bunch of Mighty Chlorians. I don't know, 6 or 7 at least. Congratulations to both Team Instincts and Mighty Chlorians, and good luck on the march to 33 stars. Boy, I don't know how anybody's going to get 33 stars. The way that thing is set up with that last round, where you can't do anything with tenacity, and Gear 13, Revens, and Malix just get blown up. Oh my goodness. We'll see how that goes. Maybe it's something else. Also, about 80 players have beaten the Acklay. Wow. Yeah, that Acklay one is tough. I don't even know where to start. I've been seeing some videos, and it looks really tough. Crush the Rebel Scum and conquer Geonosis. You may be wondering, does it ever focus on the Clone Wars? Of course not. You got Shaak Ti and all that stuff. Taking past the clone troopers themselves, we're going to be updating a select few of the clones as they prepare for the future battles. We hope fans are too divided as the ones we selected. We've gone through something like 500 different iterations on which ones we should update. And I do believe that is a direct reference to the 501st Legion. So there's a bunch of characters here. Now, I'm not really particularly familiar with the 501st Legion, also known as the 501st Battalion or Vader's Fist. But, you know, Jedi General Anakin Skywalker, we got Vader, we got Ahsoka, we got CC-1119 Oppo, I don't know, Commander TK-9091. We've got a bunch of characters right here. I think they've got a lot of different choices what to do with here, but we've got some numbers here. I think it's Rex, and we've already got 5s. I'm not familiar with all the Clone Wars mythology, but it definitely is pointing towards that. And Clone Wars Invasion ultimately culminates the release of the second half of the Geonosis territory by the light side. On the light side deal, battle against the dreaded droid army and villains of the Separatist Council. We've got some new units making an appearance to support the war effort that will leave you slapping your forehead in disbelief. Yeah, it has to be this guy, right? I mean, that's what they're saying, right? I mean, he's definitely hinting at all this stuff. My goodness. It makes sense to me. All right, smack our forehead in disbelief. We have a few other surprises in store, but we'll reveal more restrain our benevolence. Okay. Well, to me, that means that right there. The malevolence right there. Another capital ship. That's what that means to me. You don't have to scavenge for long as the light side reeks. My God. Reeks. This is the Reek right here. All right, so there's the new content right there. I mean, they're definitely hitting at the 501st Legion. They're hinting at the malevolence. We're gonna have the Reek version of the Accolade, and then we're probably gonna get him as a new character. And I do not know how to say his name. That's a fun one. Now, this is where I kind of went, I don't know, maybe depending on how they do it. Now, of course, I just want to say the way they pitched it in this post, it seems like okay, right? Unlocking iconic power. Star Wars is a galaxy filled with objects just as recognizable as the characters that would wield them. Darth Vader's mask, Hermit Yoda's cane, Rey's quarterstaff, Darth Maul's lightsaber, and more. While we've done our best to represent many of these objects on the character models themselves, we believe that there is something inherently mythical about these iconic items. Traditionally, progression and power in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has been represented in abstract stars, gear, or modification to your character card. In the coming months, we're excited to begin talking about the next phase of character progression in the game. Now, I think the reason why people were not welcoming to this is because we just got Gear 13, which again is not new content. It's just basically an extension of existing content. We're all scrambling to do as much Gear 13, and it's quite a chore. And to me, it doesn't really satisfy the hero collector feeling at all. It just doesn't. I don't like it because it's grindy. Around unlocking mastering power represented by a unique item associated with each and every character in the game. What kind of unique item are you going to give to Holdo? Are you going to give her like a purple dress or purple hair or something? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Like, some of these characters are pretty rare and pretty obscure. Like, what are they going to give Rose? You're going to give her some overalls? I don't know. Finally, what if these items not only granted you immense character power? I can't read this without grinning when I think about Rose's overalls. You've unlocked Rose's overalls. You get immense character power, including potentially brand new abilities. But if they were also enhanced using the massive quantities of accumulated unspent gear materials that longtime players have piled up over years and collecting and playing. Now, not for a second do I believe that they're just going to give us a lot of everything for free. I just don't believe that at all. I believe that there's going to be some sort of cryotech paywall. There has to be. They're just not going to give away stuff for free. I mean, they'll give us some of it for free, but the large part of it is going to probably have some sort of bottleneck, and maybe the bulk of it will be made up of unused gear, but I just don't see them giving any away for free. I'm okay with that. That's the way this game works. I'm complicit in this idea altogether. If you believe otherwise, that it's not going to have some sort of bottleneck or paywall, then what game have you been playing for the last 3.5 years? My goodness, they will do something. Don't know what it is. As long as it's not super duper random RNG like it is in Marvel Strike Force with red stars, I might be okay with it. I just don't like randomness on these things. Our goal is not only to make the game feel more truly connected to the Star Wars galaxy, also to reward longtime players for all of their dedication over the years and make players feel like everything they've collected and amassed in the game matters. Okay, I like the way this is worded. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. We're excited to talk about this new feature more in the upcoming weeks and months. Very cool. And so my suggestion is, if you're thinking about this, I think we're going to have a huge need for clone troopers in Shaak Ti. We're probably going to get more of these, and we're going to get some minor reworks, but Shaak Ti, and then I'm going to say, just seems like a no-brainer. I don't have to think too much about this, but Galactic Republic, which is already viable, but look at all of these Galactic Republic here. This is where it's going to be the bulk of the characters we're going to have to be working on going forward to make this event work. What do you guys think? I know Reddit was kind of But we'll wait and see, right? We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming.